Hey guys, I'm Ricky. I work as a manufacturing engineer.
You want me to get you a microphone real quick?
Just that's it.
Just to make it easier for you to hear.
Yeah.
Hello? You might need to speak up then for the group.
Okay, cool. No problem. Hello guys, I'm Ricky. I'm a manufacturing engineer at Applied Materials. Actually, no, I'm a technical project manager now. Changed roles recently. Works?
I think this will work.
Test. Okay, cool. I dabble in software related things. I like building applications, kind of just to solve problems. Oh, cool. Way better. Recently had a kind of personal use case to code an application for my dad's Marina business in Italy. And so I started from zero with just an empty VS Code editor. And with Klein, I started this like last Sunday. When Klein was able to build a full stack application up to the level of building all the public home pages, the backend workflow. It took me about, I guess, 5 days up until now. It's still not complete, but I mean, this is a pretty huge achievement, you know, for someone that doesn't really do this for a living. A little background on the application. It's for a Marina business. The way this works is that the user would navigate to our webpage. There's a home page, there's an about page, and then there's a sign-in page. So the purpose of the application is to manage tenant leases for Marina. So I figured, okay, let me build like an authentication system with a user dashboard and an admin dashboard to manage the leases. There's also documentation involved that tenants need to submit, you know, to be compliant, to be our tenants. I thought, okay, like let me integrate DocuSign, and you know, obviously recurring payments with Stripe. So I got as far as building the entire front end for the public interface and the authentication workflow. And the way this works is a user would first register in our app and then go on three. Well, I don't know why I just did. Sorry. Okay. And then go on 3 different onboarding phases. With the idea being that our business would vet these people before having them lease in our business. You know, we only have so much space. It's like 200 boat space kind of area. So it doesn't really make sense to register them, you know, by default and just have a user create in our database. So the way I built this is, okay, first it said, let me define my tech stack. Let me use Next.js for my front end with React, with Tailwind. Yeah, it's just it's showing the empty screen. So yeah, I'm sharing on Google too. I said, yeah, let me use Next.js, Tailwinds, React, and with TypeScript to build a front end. In the back end, I had to do a little bit of thinking, and I kind of settled on Cloudflare Workers and Supabase. The way I found out about it was actually through our weekly office hours, like talking to Kareem talking to other people in the group. Cloudflare Workers were very popular, so I thought, okay, let me just look into it, let me try it out. And it's kind of mind blown by the functionality of it, how easy it was to set up. Supabase itself, I don't think I ever wanted to use another SQL database ever. I was able to define all my tables in their no code like dashboard. It kind of looks something like this. You have like a table editor here, and you can, where all my tables go. Odd. It must be in a different project. Okay, I think this is the project. Yeah, probably better to see. The best place to work. Okay, cool. Yeah. So I made these 5 tables: agreements, documents, payment methods, profiles, subscriptions, and by default in Supabase you get an authentication schema with a users table. So this is one advantage of Supabase. You get like authentication built in by default. Yeah, so I kind of brainstormed this like business model. I used ChatGPT for doing most of the brainstorming, thinking, okay, like what databases do I need? What do I need, you know, to have in them for my schemas? And then I got Klein. Is everyone here familiar with Klein? So Klein is a VS Code extension that kind of lets you pipe in LLMs via API with something like Open Router, where you get access to a lot of the models that are paid for, where you pay per token. And the big kid in the block right now is Claude 3.5, which has access to your computer. So it can execute CLI commands. It can read your linter. It can perform web searches. It's absolutely mind-blowing. So Claude looks something like this. This is kind of like the VS Code extension. And it's just this right here. So if I go in VS Code, be this one Klein. Usually, it used to be called Claude Dev. These renamed it a Klein. They recently added the MVC feature where I haven't really explored much of yet, but you can create servers to where you define tools for your LLMs to use. So that's something I'm probably going to be using in the future. Yeah. What's up? Oh, you're right. Okay, no problem. I'm just showing like a code editor here. Thank you for bringing that up. Let me just show you the front. Better. It's kind of C code. Let's ask Claude to change my VS Code theme. Light color. I can make this bigger for you guys. Oh, so I guess I can keep dark mode now. It's TypeScript. Everything's written in TypeScript, even the workers, the Cloudflare workers. Well, I guess it didn't change my VS Code theme. Let me reload it. Oh, there it is. I just changed my VS Code theme. Not so light color, but now I'm gonna have to change it back. But this is what the front end looks like. Yeah, no problem. I can also speak up. So it looks something like this. It's also responsive. So you can see it in mobile. Thank you.
Can you hear?
Yeah. Test. Okay, so it's all good. Yeah, so I made this mobile first like web app, and it's pretty cool like how it created all the CSS to do this with Tailwinds. I get these like cool like hover buttons right here. I get these cool like animations when the page renders, like these buttons right here flip like that. And I don't really know jack about front end development. So this is huge for me. You know, someone just like wants to build stuff to be usable. That kind of understands, you know, how it works. But it was able to like crank it up, crank out the front end for this. At least like the public interface. Like I think it took me like 30 minutes to have something that was workable like this. Yeah, so the business is like a marina in Syracuse, Sicily. Yeah, if you got a boat, yeah, please. This is our family. It's my brothers, my dad. We need a better picture, but I thought this is a good placeholder for now. And then I asked Claude, like, make up some like story here that sounds cool. And then it really made like a professional application. These are like real pictures. I plan on having like better pictures, just what I had for now. And then these features, we don't have like, I don't know, high-speed internet surveillance and digital access control. But you know, it's this great boilerplate to get something out. And then this is a sign-in page. And he made this like cool CSS animations right here, just like anchor and these droplets. You have a sign in and a register. You get these cool animations when you change buttons. And yeah. And so the way this would work is you would have like so do like a test user. I don't know if I actually have to put a real phone number here, but this is probably not going to work now. But yeah, like you will have your user register, and then you'll get another page here that tells you like welcome to our Marina. go in your email and confirm a few things, and we'll call you and onboard you to the next step. And then the next step of this would be to show the user, the authenticated user, a page where they can upload their documents and confirm their payment method. And then after that, they will get access to their user dash. So yeah, again, Claude was great in this. And my intuition here is that using TypeScript really helped in making a very good and professional application. Mainly because when, let's say, like you ask it, the code, okay, like code my about section, and it encounters some errors while it compiles the code in your module, it's able to read the linter. So if the linter is throwing errors, it's able to correct itself like right away. That's why I feel like TypeScript is a must if you're going to do JavaScript now with these LLMs, especially if you have more of these that can access your linter. So I thought let's do an experiment. Let's just code a new page. Does anyone have any ideas for like a simple page that we can make? So where do you have it? Oh, about us. Okay. Okay. Let's make this big. Make a new about us page. Featuring Ricky Pirruccio. Makeup of what? Making up an origin story as a ninja. Make it lit. So here it goes. It's asking me to read the file here. You have this feature now, auto approve. So I just auto approved it to just read all my files. And here it goes. Ninja Hero session. So yeah, it's adding some CSS. And just added it to these components to the about page. It was already serving it here, but it's just started serving in another URL. It didn't add it to the nav bar. So let's ask it to add it to the nav bar. No, it just didn't add it to the nav bar. No, don't look in my. Wow. Okay. There it is. Oh, I think we just modified the one that we already have. Yeah. Right here.
Let's read the story.
Deep in the ancient streets of Sicily, where shadows dance and secrets whisper, young Ricky Pirruccio discovers his true calling. By mysterious martial arts masters in the art of physical and mental discipline, he learned that true strength comes from within. After years of rigorous training in the ancient arts of fitness and wellness, Ricky emerged from the shadows with a revolutionary vision to bring the ninja way of health and discipline to the modern world. Today, that vision has become Chukuro, where ancient wisdom meets modern fitness, and every member trains with like a warrior to become the strongest version of themselves. Honestly, really cool. I'm not just a player like this. Huh? Not a lot. I'll work on that. Yes, it did. It tells you exactly how much it costs. Here, yeah, for that one specific request, it was the last one 0.17, but here it tells you the overall, which is 0.14 cents, 14 cents. Yeah. I actually haven't used Cursor, so I have no idea.
I'm at 10% net. If you are a professional software developer and want to augment your cognition, Claude and Claude Line for me, right? Like, what did I do this last week? I learned some stupid thing to do something stupid, which would have taken like 4 weeks. I know what I was trying to do. I was trying to extract a meeting transcript from the city of Austin, like commission meetings and all that, to figure out what sneaky little bastards try to steal our right, right? And pass laws and bring us dry, specifically my neighborhood. And I used Klein for like, I don't know, sit for an hour watching some stupid YouTube on the weekend. And wrote Python tool. So downloaded a reverse engineer their publishing interface. Got all the what they call the backends, all the CDS, all the mission documents, all the transcripts, sucked it all the way down. You're in a business. But now I have an entire backup that I can run through a system. So if we need to go present or challenge something or whatnot, we'll republish it into a podcast or LM and just make fools of people in charge. Sorry, just make fools of people in charge. And that was me as like I'm a horrible developer. It's using Claude Summit, so I couldn't find all the routers. There's a group of us that are on Tuesdays and Thursdays too. We're always messing around with this stuff. And so, like me personally, you can put it to Gemini 2 right now for free. It's good for open routing. They have any local stuff. What's really cool right now is MCPs, which was mentioned. You have the ability to basically create your own like NPM library that exposes data sources or agents. And so Klein can actually create those, start self-referencing, publish them, so you could make some run your system. It's really, really darn extensible. I've learned a lot from whether it's Big Green, whether it's Ricky, whether it's Baskin. Yeah, I don't want to steal your thunder here.
No problem, man.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah.
I have used Cursor, and I can tell you from the beginning start, I was able to get it to classify photographs in a directory and now.
Yeah. Amazing.
So there is a new tool similar to Cursor. It's called Wind7. Recently it came out. Yeah, it's better than it.
Wow.
Cursor actually is a fork of this.
I'll have to try it out myself. These tools just come out so fast, and a lot of them seem, equally as good. I guess we just gotta try them all and see what works for us. But this for me, was just a VS Code extension. I'm already familiar with VS Code. I use it all the time. All I had to do is just use Open Router to connect with Claude. Put the API key in there and already can use, a chat interface to code like whatever I want on my VS Code. And it seems like Claude itself seems pretty good at doing web applications with TypeScript. I used it to do like Python with like tkinter to do like a desk application, and wasn't that good. I'm guessing it's because it's trained a lot on developing web apps.
We have a dedicated channel on our Discord. Yeah, I just me personally, I learned so much. And I gotta show this, there's an MLOps a couple of months ago. We were invited, and I think it was 7 presenters that from Austin. The center of the day in January. One thing that I was working on there was I was those are all images that have pictures. Great training. Recently with Klein, I had a like no corn syrup. No diet against cost chemicals. And so I had a note from the designer, NYU kid, that she wanted a picture of 5 or 6 jelly beans lined up on the road. I'm like, okay, cool. So I go down, I grab the white box, grab the product from the samples rack, and I go take the picture. And I'm like, I wonder if there's a lazy engineer in this. Someone's going to ask me a bunch of darn pictures. And I did. So what if I do the same thing that I did for us as humans on the website? And I just go and take like 10 to 30 different snaps of the jelly beans, mix them up and all that. And so then, of course, it came more pictures. The request came in, and Colin's in here. Colin's busy, right? And so I wrote this Python script using Klein that connects into the custom low-rate adapter models that I've stored to replicate, and created all the media, all the pictures that I would need for a website and catalog for it. That's just like one use case of tying these ecosystem tools together, right? In this case, I just, the lazy engineer, I got 1,000 routers the rest of the day, right? Same thing, 1,000 jelly beans, and I need to have one of that show a picture that showcases Coke, picture that showcases Apple on file, right? You really want to go line all that stuff up? Think about how about you use Python using Klein and have it connect the API to wherever your birds are, and store your images plus your metadata there. I did the math. Each one of those runs saves me $5,600 that I have to pay for. That's just like one use case. Putting it writing as a tool to expose into a basic swarm, just because Colin's even more lazy than that. But that's just like one use case, and I'm just so thrilled and lucky that I get a chance to learn all this. I would not have learned this on my own. It was brought in by our members that were like, "Hey, look at this thing I've ever got working." They're like, "Hey, I got this barely working in this area." Like, eventually, we're there. It's like a re-interface.
One of us starts, somebody finds it more interested than the one who started it. They take and they run with it. They come back and they start somebody else, and we just keep that going.
I mean, so like, not necessarily thunder, but on the topic of Klein, like I had to put 2025 and 2026 revenue forecast for my makers, right? And so like I had to update this like business breaks into quarters, and there's part of the business that's like some interesting reports for physicians wellness centers. And so in this case, I of course updated all my business plan documents and revisions out of my Cydia database and had revisions of the business plans. But then now, maybe I'll just roll the dice. And I had Klein write Python, which created SLXS files that were the actual financial forecasts from my business plan and my sales data, right? So it's like, if you're a developer, yeah, it's great, you do amazing things, but here's a dumbass business guy, 10% developer, freaking powerful. Like, and then if you have a group that you're passing things back and forth with, yeah, you get stuck on some stupid stuff. But phone a friend, pop on Discord. Like, it's great.
Yeah, make up texture.
All the projections are made up. Yeah, I can look at example customers, and I can understand my cost of customer acquisition. I can understand their onboarding rate. I can do my cash flow projection. I can understand what the credit or protection or error protection would be. Basics of bringing in service to any product market. I can define that with the fundamentals of my business, which I already have inside my knowledge store. I can pass those fundamentals in either as a memory, my consoles that know about me. I can pass them specifically as I bring in different documents which describe the state of the business. And then utilize a client, and I don't trust it fully. Like I was like, I can't get too complicated with all right now. But like, it is completely game changing. Yeah, I was talking with a VP, like a guy who runs commercial for a local bank here. Yeah, we got this whole conversation about the coolest thing here is that it's reasoning on technical, like we're in a global service world. But yeah, went from engineering to business fiction 2011. That if you have an idea, like this plugin should be here. I wish I could have it do this. You have the ability as a business user to rapidly iterate and create an MVP and hand off to your dev team. And the same thing what we're experiencing, just like Ricky was showing, like, hey, here's this. I use TypeScript. There's a lot of code base out there. It's all on stack boards. I can make it do this giant dance. It's cool, little fancy stuff. You know exactly what I'm going to be doing next. I'm going to totally ripping off your stuff. Using that to build out the STRs gone wild. Figure out the website. There's a podcast right now about our city and stupidity. It's trying to figure out a way to like integrate a radio interface. I don't know. That's kind of the power Austin LangChain built.
Yep, I'd be happy to help you with that. Well, that's kind of all I had. The other thing I guess I want to talk a little bit about Cloudflare Workers. You know, the possibilities that it unlocks. The way that I configured Cloudflare Workers was through the CLI, through the Wrangler CLI. So I didn't get an API token from Cloudflare. I use their CLI to authenticate into my Cloudflare account, and then use a TOML to basically store my env variables in my Cloudflare worker. So hey, I don't know, maybe I'm iterating with this thing. Like later on, I want to use an AI model to do something straight from my worker. Maybe have another second worker to run some AI logic in my app. Could be done. Also with Supabase, you get access to edge functions that can run on when you know, certain events happen when you update your table, like sending out an email to my customers right when they register, so they can go through the next onboarding step. Yeah. Yeah, could be used. It's actually free. They have a very generous free tier. I think that you get like 500 megabytes for free. Something like that. Yeah. Yes, base.
Yeah, this is not a new company. Yeah, there is pricing.
Move that.
It's pricing.
Here. This one? Oh, this one. Yeah, here it is.
50,000 monthly active users, 1,000 megabytes of database space, 5 GB bandwidth, 1 GB file storage, unlimited API. So, I mean, you can run a bunch of apps. You can start with Supabase. You don't have to worry about how you can full feature. You can basically start, and then as your application grows, you know, then you might switch it to the higher tier. Or Supabase also has a simple form. You can basically carry your. So if you want to deploy in your own environment, or if you deploy in your own clouds.
Yeah. It's a pretty cool tool with a combination of Cloudflare. I will be using this a lot.
That's a big one.
Yeah, I guess you just get more storage. Email support, that's kind of interesting. Oh, with them, okay. That's what I thought I meant. All right, guys, well, that's all I have.
Awesome. Thank you, Ricky. So it says swapping out on the laptops, right? You can hit it.